It isn't every day you get to ride OHVs on the trails of the West with a congressman, but that's exactly what we're doing today on At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. We're out with U.S. Representative Jason Chaffetz, learning that sometimes in order to fight the good fight in Washington, you need to take time to appreciate what you're fighting for.
And be able to enjoy the great outdoors, that's something that's important to me, and I want to be able to continue to do it.
From there, we'll take a look at one motorized vehicle that's missing a wheel, and that's exactly what its creator wants. On the outdoors right now with AYL.
This is my favorite time of year to be out on an ATV. The days are cool, the colors are bright, the air is clear. I just love it.
It is spectacular here at the Wasatch State Park. Welcome to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are with Jack Hubble from S Polaris.
And we're in his beautiful 1000 Polaris. Look at this baby.
What a fine machine this actually is. And we've got a great escort today. On our flank is Fred Hayes, who is the director of the Utah Division of Parks and Recreation. And he's our expert on this area because not only does he run the park system, he actually grew up around here, so he knows all this stuff. We're having a great show today. We're getting off to a great start because we are going to meet Representative Jason Chaffetz, who is a congressman for the state of Utah, and we're going to prove today that all those guys in Washington aren't just suits. They actually, some of them actually like to get out and do stuff.
They do. And you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's go meet him and his family and have some fun.
It's kind of a unique little critter down there because
I just love being outdoors with my family, beautiful leaves, hopefully see a little wildlife, but just enjoy Utah.
We're on Wasatch Mountain State Park. We're at the Mill Flat Trailhead. Wasatch Mountain State Park has probably 40 to 50 miles of off-highway vehicle trail on the park and on the adjacent forest.
It's so beautiful. The leaves are changing, the air's got a little crispness to it. You can tell that the fall is right on our doorstep, and it's just so beautiful and peaceful. I just absolutely loved it.
Chad looks like he's photobombing the picture.
I think most of the country, and particularly those on the East Coast, they have no idea how big and beautiful and expansive places like Utah are, and how much public land there really truly is, because you can get out and be away from it from anybody, and I love that. It's right out our back door.
My favorite part of the Wasatch Mountain Ride is the opportunity to see the wildlife. On any given day, you can see moose and elk and deer and turkeys. The coyotes are out.
You know, come out, breathe the fresh air, and get a dose of reality. Be with my wife and my daughter. The three of us here enjoying the moment. It's just, I cherish those. I miss them. I used to do them more often, but now they come few and far between. Photography has been one of those things that we can both do together, and we can share and compare, and it's real neat to try to go out and find the wildlife. That's hard.
It's fun to, you know, just enjoy nature together and take pictures together and to just explore the world a little more.
You know, when you set aside that iPad and the telephone and you can't get cell reception, and just have her enjoying the outdoors. Now she doesn't even ask for it. She comes out and enjoys it. And I want her to appreciate nature in Utah and love it like I do.
You know, that totally makes the point of what we've been trying to tell people for over a decade with the show. Yeah. That you get out in one of these things with your family, it changes the dynamics of the relationship. And it doesn't matter whether you're the guy next door, you're a U.S. congressman, the effect is still the same.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, unplug.
Unplug.
Right. Well, Utah has just been blessed with some beautiful, beautiful trails. And we're going to go off to our travel adventure on the other side of the state. So check this out.
Thanks, guys. I'm Stephen Heumann. The Southwest is known for its striking views. It's also known for adventure and roads just like this. You put the two together, well, that's what I'm going to show you today. It seems sometimes like we live in a world of asphalt and concrete. Our highways stretch out into the distance like black ribbons that have been cast aside after a party. We build massive cities that teem with life, but at the same time frame the world in shiny glass and angular corners that order our existence in right and left turns. But when you see a scene like this, everything changes. A natural world of color and vibrancy, where the angles aren't straight and the smells invite you to take a step forward. In this landscape, there is no highway or convenience store, only dirt roads that wiggle here and there through the brush. Simple things that can alter the course of a man's life. It's been said that east is east and west is something different entirely. Part of what makes that such a true statement is the existence of dirt trails like this and the opportunity they offer to climb on a quad, side-by-side, or 4x4 and explore. The West is a land without bounds, and in some way itself is out of bounds. But finding an area where every turn of the trail brings something new to the eye, that is when life really becomes about living.
Knowing where to go, having a destination, or just really just kind of exploring. Both of those are fun. And the more you know about an area and can pass it on. With our children, we have 6 children, and they were all raised motorcycling together. And so they have that family bond that they're passing on to their own families.
There are thousands of miles of dirt roads and trails in Utah alone, stretching from desert riding areas like 5 Mile Pass, just an hour outside of Salt Lake City, to places that allow you to gaze and wonder at epic landscapes like Bumblebee Trail just outside Cedar City. And as the higher elevations begin to open up, you have even more options.
Oh, we're just coming off of our spring where our mountains are starting to melt off, and we can't quite get to the tops of the mountains. And on our trails there, we like to make sure we let that snow melt so we can keep our trails clear and safe and keep the mud down to a low so we can do minimal but damage to our trails.
With the snow coming off, trails like Mineral Fork and Big Cottonwood Canyon are again accessible, as are the mountaintops of the Shoshone Trail outside Logan, Utah. But let's go back to Bumblebee for a minute. This is an interesting ride just west of Canaraville and Old Highway 91 on Bumblebee Road. The ride itself is fairly easy, and the road is wide and graded enough that you can actually take a regular car. But it's the views into Kolob and Zion that set this ride apart.
The trail actually goes up on over the top and drops off into a little community of New Harmony. The view from the west side over here is a view that a lot of people don't see from the freeway when they're driving down I-15. And from up here back to our east, we have the Kolob Five Fingers that you can see. They have a little information trail up there for Lee's Pass and some of the hiking trails that are go down into the Kolob Zion National Park.
It almost doesn't matter where you are in the West, particularly in Utah. You aren't far from the possibility of off-road exploration. It's a part of our heritage and one of the reasons we are who we are. This ability to explore and look past the horizon is a key element in the modern mystique of Western life. And if you've never stepped out of your concrete world and discovered something new for yourself and your family, consider this your invitation.
Get out and get away from the city and enjoy the areas that are wonderful. The city life is nice, it has its own features, but to be out and to free yourself of stress, that's really important.
You need to get out here with your family and enjoy the opportunities we have here in the West. For At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Human.
There's only one view that matters. Experience it September 25th and 26th on Highway 12 with Stedman's Recreation and At Your Leisure for the 6th annual Red, White, and Road motorcycle event. Sign up now at AYLTV.com for $40 and hit the top 10 road that will push your heart rate past 100. Lunch and dinner is provided along with the chance to win prizes and enjoy the last ride of the season. September 25th and 26th in Torrey, Utah. Red, White, and Road. Change your view.
The Wildcat. More fun than the usual midlife crisis. The 2015 Wildcat, Wildcat Trail, and introducing the Wildcat Sport. Nothing's as wild.
A mountainside trail. A day of speed that pushes your limits. A desert oasis that opens your horizons. A land of horsepower for every taste. Tooele County is all of them in one. It's time to experience a new adventure you never knew you were missing. It's time to find out what's just over the mountain. Tooele County, Utah. The Wasatch Front is your home. Tooele is your backyard.
Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Darren Kinder, and I bet you're asking, why am I wearing my helmet? Can you say James Bond? Well, I've got the machine for you. This is the new Gibbs Quadski, and this thing converts from a watercraft to an ATV with just a flip of a switch, and in about 2 or 3 seconds, this thing drops down the wheels, and you can easily go from out playing in the water to go playing on your favorite beach without any problem.
That's so unique, being an ATV and a watercraft. And it's great, we have beautiful reservoirs around here. It'd be nice to be able to pull behind your camper and come to the lake to be able to hit on the nice ATV trails here, to drive on them and go right into the water when it's a little warmer.
The Gibbs Quadski basically is an independent front suspension on it, and what'll happen is when you go to hit the water, you can engage these wheels and they'll actually suck back up into these fenders. So even though it's in ATV mode right now and we're out playing on the sand, the minute we want to go hit the water, we'll suck those tires up and it'll change the propulsion and give all the power to the jet drive, and away the thing will go.
Great feeling when you're coming down the boat ramp and you just pull right into the water, wheels fold up and you get all the stairs and everything, then you just take off with all the other personal watercraft. And then this thing is also on the way back in to shore. You retract, you drop the wheels down, rear tires engaged, jet pump pushes you up the boat ramp, and it's just nice and smooth.
The nice thing about having this extra wide machine is that if you want to do some fishing, you need to get on and off the boat, it's very easy because it isn't very tippy. The other thing is the water line is only right about here, so it's very easy to push yourself up onto the boat and get in. There's grab handles back here to make it very easy to get on. Also, it has a reverse, just like most watercraft, that you just deploy the rear bucket on it, and then that will get you into your reverse mode. Now the Gibbs Quadski actually has 2 different cooling systems on it. One, it sucks up water when it's in the water, and it runs it through a closed cooling system, and it also has a large radiator on the front of it, so it's fine on the ground, running around with its radiator, but once you hit the water, it'll start sucking up cold water, and that'll cool it as well. On the front here, you can see it has a AA arm front suspension on it, independent front suspension with Fox ride shocks, so it gives it a really good ride. And you can notice how big these fenders are, so that these wheels can suck up inside it. When the machine goes into watercraft mode, you suck those wheels upside and they quit spinning, and then it gives you a nice clean ride. Now back here in the back, we have an independent rear suspension with the Fox ride shock. And again, these wheels suck up into the fenders when you deploy it into the water, and that will keep the tires from spinning, and then take all your power and put it down to your jet nozzle.
Just very, very comfortable ride. It's wide, has great spray protection. You won't get wet. You can actually go transition and drive around without getting wet.
Up here you have a storage bay that you can put your life jackets or different things like that in there. It also comes standard with a fire extinguisher. You also have a storage compartment here, and then this machine is equipped with a street legal kit, so you have blinkers, flag holders, and a few other extra items on it to make it street legal. Well, if you'd like to check out one of these Quadskis, get up to Weller's brand new facility up in Camas. They'll be glad to show you all the cool things that this machine has to offer. It really is a unique product. Well, I'm Darren Kinder. We'll see you next time.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
People might tell you it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's really only 30 miles back.
Tucked away just outside of Cedar City, Utah, are two of southern Utah's best-kept secrets, Canaraville Falls and Kolob Canyons. The rare scenic views create beautiful backdrops to capture the perfect selfie. Get your selfie to Canaraville Falls or Kolob Canyons and get in on one of Utah's best-kept secrets. Go to visitcedarcity.com and access your adventure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are at our leisure with Congressman Jason Chaffetz and Jack Hubble and I, just kind of having a conversation out here in the meadows. It's time for some boy talk, okay? We got rid of all the girls for a minute. How is this different than Washington, what we're doing today?
Well, they're both challenged. They're both an uphill climb, but at least with this, you can actually get to the top of the mountain. So, I mean, Washington, it's an honor and a privilege to serve, and I recognize how fortunate I am, but it's a mess. It's really a mess.
Now that you've been away for a few years and you spend, what, a little over half your week away?
Yeah, I spent about half my life in D.C. and the other half back here in Utah.
Do you find that the longer you're there, the more you miss this part here, you just become kind of numb?
I think the more I'm here, the more I cherish how unique and amazing Utah is. I mean, it's just a great state for families to come out. I live in Alpine, and just, 15 minutes, you can be up American Fork Canyon, and you can come over here into Wasatch County and just get away from it all. You can't ever do that in D.C. There's people everywhere. But here in Utah, we can get out and enjoy the outdoors and be with our family. That's what it's all about.
What I would like to know is how fast did you really want to hit that mud puddle we just came through?
Oh, yeah. If those waves weren't coming up over the top, that's what I really wanted to do.
Exactly. Yeah. How hard is it to convince those people back there that they don't really have much say on what goes on around here?
Well, we get a lot of people from the East Coast. I think they're good people. They just don't understand Utah and the West.
Keep their hooks out of our stuff.
They don't understand how much land and how the public lands affect us. They also don't understand how people love the land. Mm-hmm. They think that they in Washington, D.C. can take care of it better, but the people in Utah and in our counties, they love this place. Of course, they don't want anything to happen to it, but we got to find that right balance, because we do need jobs. Yep. We do need our economy. We do need energy and gas and other types of development. You can have multiple use.
Get in that lick, Jack. Got to have recreation.
Yeah, that's right.
Got to have recreation.
Right. People don't understand what wilderness is. Yeah. I think if you ask most people, I enjoy the wilderness. I can't wait to drive out there and go
drive out
there. But
you
can't drive out there in wilderness.
One last confession. Are you really a motorhead?
I love it. I really do. I really enjoy it. And I wear a suit and tie 7 days a week, so to kind of unclip the tie and come out and enjoy the outdoors, I love it.
Well, I got to say, you look pretty natural in Mossy Oak, okay? You're doing all right.
Yes, I love it. I feel much more comfortable this way.
Excellent. Well, we have a trailhead adventure to move on to right now, so we've got to keep rolling on the show, and we got to keep rolling. We got to go back and retackle that puddle.
Bring it on.
All right.
You've heard it said before. Build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. Ralph Waldo Emerson's credited with saying that, or something like it, more than a century ago. And here in the 21st century, that phrase is more true than ever before. Innovations are hitting the scene faster now than we can process them. New phones, new tablets, you name it. Outdoor recreation is pretty much the same way. Where there's a need, someone will come up with a new idea to meet it. Such was the case with Christopher J. Hoffman, the CEO of Ryno Motors in Beaverton, Oregon.
What I really want is some vehicle that gets me around the urban landscape, that has a lot of power to go up the hill, has a reasonable amount of range, and allows me to mingle with people in a dense crowd.
There was only one problem. What Christopher was describing didn't exist. So he started working out ideas. But the proverbial light bulb didn't illuminate until a fishing trip with his 13-year-old daughter.
Just out of the silence, she says, "Hey, Daddy, I saw this one-wheeled motorcycle in a video game. Could you actually build that?" And I'm like, I don't know, what's that look like? And she gets out a piece of paper and draws me a sketch and shows me this thing. And I'm like, oh.
And that was the beginning of the Ryno one-wheeled motorcycle. Basically, it's a motorized unicycle. The Ryno runs off a self-adjusting gyroscope that constantly balances the rider while he steers. It's kind of similar to a Segway scooter, only in this case, you're sitting instead of standing.
There's no gears, there's no transmission, there's no oil, there's no seals. It's simply two, rugged electric scooter motors, some timing belts similar to the camshaft drive on your car that goes 30 to 60,000 miles, and a couple of ball bearings. By moving the upper body back and forth, you're able to roll the tire back and forth and go around a turn while keeping your balance over the patch on the ground. And the truth is, it looks like it's really hard to ride, but the truth is it's not. Your body muscle memory feels like you're riding a bike. It is the weirdest thing. And it wasn't until I started riding this thing around in the city did I discover people take their phones out and take pictures and they follow you around and they think you're riding a magic carpet or UFO or something. It's amazing.
I think it's cool because it looks like the bike from the Lorax, right?
I like the look of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it looks like a lot of fun.
Now, the Ryno can be ridden just about everywhere pedestrians can walk, which in some cities includes sidewalks, as long as the speed doesn't exceed 12 miles an hour. Metropolitan areas have begun looking closely at the Ryno since it is a zero-emission vehicle that is 11 times more efficient than the average car and 3 times more efficient than the highest mileage scooter on the market. With a 15-mile radius per battery charge, it's possible that in the coming years, the Ryno will become a much more common sight in urban areas where space and resources are at a premium. All of that sounds good to Christopher, but after 7 years of design, trial, error, and success, his creation has become more than just a powered unicycle.
It's sort of turned from a personal interest to, almost a life journey. The life journey turns into an experience of, I can't really will the future I want into existence, but I can do an awful lot to reduce the obstacles to get there.
And that's exactly what Christopher Hoffman is doing. He may not have built a better mousetrap, but for those looking for a fun way to get around in the outdoors, it's the next best thing. From the Trailhead, I'm Terry Wood.
Looking to go fishing, boating, or just enjoy the beauty of the day on the water? Well, Utah Lake State Park is the destination you've been searching for. Utah's largest freshwater lake provides fishing access for channel cat, walleye, white bass, black bass, and several species of panfish. Spend an evening RV or tent camping, then powerboat, canoe, or sail the day away in the shadow of the Wasatch Mountains. Utah Lake is one of the largest bodies of water in the West and allows boaters the chance to explore and get away from civilization like few other water-based destinations. Amenities include our boat ramp, docks, concessions, dry storage, dump station for RVs, and hot showers for guests. Utah State Parks, adventures for everyone.
There's only one view that matters. Experience it September 25th and 26th on Highway 12 with Stedman's Recreation and at your leisure for the 6th annual Red, White, and Road motorcycle event. Sign up now at AYLTV.com for $40 and hit the top 10 road that will push your heart rate past 100. Lunch and dinner is provided along with the chance to win prizes and enjoy the last ride of the season, September 25th and 26th in Torrey, Utah. Red, White, and Road. Change your view.
Back in 1946, the business started as a used car operation. We took on the RV business and we've enjoyed the trailer business so much. Our goal is to make as many people happy as possible. I enjoy when they come in and they let me know they're happy. And if they're not happy, I want to make them happy. I'm excited about it. I think we have a lot of inventory out there to show people. We got some great employees. I want to sell them on what we're here for, and it's all about service.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Chad and I are on this incredible outlook to the Wasatch State Park out here, and we're overlooking, well, I wish you could see it, so you're going to have to come up here and look at it because it is magnificent.
Well, we may never actually get the congressman back into the caravan because he's wandering around taking pictures with his daughter.
Yeah.
And so we may have to send out a search party, but we would like to give you directions on how to get up here. You get on Interstate 80, cross US 40. When you go US 40, you go south and you come to a little town of Midway. It's not very far. Take a right-hand turn into Midway, follow the signs into the town of Midway till you see the signs that say Wasatch Mountain State Park. Once you get inside the park, the arrows will point you to Mill Flat, and that's the trailhead you want. And then from there, you just follow the signs, get a map, because the routes are all marked, and you can find yourself right here. If you want to make a stay out of it, there's camping at the state park on the other side of the golf course, so you can bring your rig and you can camp there. You can use tents. They have water, they have the whole 9 yards.
Just like our calendar events that we're going to talk about. It's all going to be good.
That's right. Actually, food is the subject because it's Melon Days. It's coming right up in Green River. What a great place to take your family and just have fun, because they serve free melon all day long. Now, the secret is if they give away free melon all you can eat, you'll be so addicted to it, you want to buy some and take it home because it's vine-ripened stuff. They got craft food, craft fairs. Go down and camp the weekend at Utah State Park, at the Green River State Park, right along the shores of the river, and have a blast. The last thing on the list is Red, White, and Road. That's the big Stedman's thing. Remember, the 25th and 26th down in Torrey, Utah.
And right now, we're going to go take a look at next week's show.
In 1 week, join Darren and Jill Kinder and me, Stephen Human, as we hit one of the most extreme obstacle courses in the country. It's wet, it's wild, and it's all for a good cause. We'll also have info about how you can do the same course in just a few weeks. From there, we'll find out what makes the RVing lifestyle so appealing.
This is a great day in Utah. It's just ideal. Love it. Now we got to come out on snow machines.
I think we can make that happen.
Good.
Because the snow's coming, it'll be here soon. So we're all in, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so, you know, we haven't really talked to you today. Did you have fun?
Great time.
Is it good to see him get out and kind of unwind a little bit?
Oh, this is the best day. So
All right.
fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And we do want to remind you that you're invited to go out and enjoy the great outdoors with your family at any time. So between now and the next time we all get together, make sure that you get out with your family, your friends, and your local congressman at your leisure. See you around.
I need a bucket to wash my face because I know it looks really gnarly right now, and I can't believe I'm standing here talking with all this dirt, but it was so worth it. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. This is our season premiere today. Blah. 3, 2, 1. Well,
hi, I'm Chad Booth from At Your Leisure. I hope you just enjoyed the YouTube video that you just watched. Now, remember, we come up with new videos like this every single week, so you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a single story that we have out. Now, you can also share us with all of your friends on social media. Here's how to do it right here, and that way they can have fun too. If you want detailed information, we of course have our website, AYLTV.com, and from there you can find out which television stations we broadcast on, so you never have to spend a day without your fix of family-oriented outdoor recreation adventure. Plus, don't forget we have really cool contests.